Hi, this is Greg Treat from Dialsmith. Today I'm going to show you how you can make sure that the participant and results displays are correctly set up using some of the handy utilities built into our Perception Analyzer software. Start by connecting your external display adapter to the PA-PC. Once that step is done, open the Perception Analyzer launch window by double-clicking on the shortcut. From here, navigate to Hardware Setup and Test, then Displays, and finally, the fourth option down from the top that's labeled Run a Utility to Configure PA Participant and Results Displays. You can also find this utility when running Collect by going to the Preferences drop-down and selecting External Displays. Now, PA will begin running the display utility, and depending on the equipment connected, PA will resize the participant and results desktop extensions to match the connected device's resolution. Please note that PA by default will have the PA computer's desktop furthest left, followed next by the participant desktop extension, and lastly, the results desktop extension. If the display configuration doesn't automatically happen, make sure that the Auto Configure box is checked. This also applies if you don't have a participant or results test screen appear. Make sure the appropriate box is checked for both. Notice that the left and top boxes on this screen show you the pixel coordinates of that display extension, while the width and the height boxes show you the resolution of that display, which in the example shown are 1920 by 1080 images or 1080p resolution on all the displays. Note that the numbers in those boxes will vary based on your specific setup. Let's move on to the test images for both the participant and results screens. As you can see, they both have a color bar pattern with a mostly gray border, save for a small yellow line along the very outside edge. That yellow line is important because if you don't see it, you're not getting a full one-to-one pixel image on the display in your setup. If you are not familiar with one-to-one pixel mapping, it refers to all the pixels of a given display being shown without cropping, otherwise known as overscan. There are a few different ways to fix a display that isn't showing a full PA output with the yellow border. If you're AV savvy, you can go into the Problem Displays menu and find the Advanced Picture options and turn on the one-to-one pixel mapping mode. But be aware, there isn't a standardized name for this particular picture setting across all the various brands of displays, as some manufacturers call it dot by dot or PC mode, others call it overscan or just scan mode. If for some reason you can't adjust the picture mode on the display side, we've built functionality into our PA software to do that. Simply open Collect, navigate past these few opening dialog boxes, and go to the Preferences drop-down. Then select Display. That opens up the Graph Properties dialog box, which has a tab to the far right called Global. Left-click on that tab and look for the boxes labeled Margin %. The top box suggests the results view, while the bottom box changes the participant view. You can place a value into the box where the higher the number, the more buffer it creates around what PA will display on that given selected view. Be careful when making these adjustments and ensure that the font remains large enough for people to read. If needed, you can change the size of the fonts in that same Global tab dialog box. That does it for this Dialsmith support video. If you need further help on this or any other PA-related matter, feel free to contact us using the information on screen during normal business hours, Pacific Standard Time.